Hello and welcome back to this video, and today we're going to see how to trap the hand. But before we enter into that position, I always like to start by saying if this is even possible. So obviously if we are in longer range in which I'm going to attack with the end of a stick, attack really quick all the way through, go all the way through, that I wouldn't dare to put my hand on, because obviously even if I slowly, if I manage to do that, chances are that I'm going to be hit on my hand. So in order for me to be able to even trap the hand, I have to be closer. So that's why I think Balintawak is actually perfect for this, because you're going to be in a closer range, and now the person is probably going to hit you with the middle of a stick or even with the hand, and then your hand is going to be closer to their hand, so that's going to be slightly easier. So again, understanding that within the context of Balintawak, that's only going to be possible if you are in shorter range. So once you know that, we always have the abierta and cerrada. The cerrada in this case is going to be from that side. So how are you going to trap the hand? So very easy is when you block, you have to make sure that you have enough power to persuade the person or to avoid being hit in the head. How can you do that? Well, by pressing back. So that way, even if the person continues, it will go and slide towards the other side rather than being hit on your head. But if the person is very strong, you still have to put your hand just in case. But the way they're going to put your hand determines everything else. So when you attack, I'm going to not only block, but I'm going to position my hand a little bit more of angle. Let's actually get a little bit closer so you can see this a little bit better. So when I'm here, I'm not going to pose in this manner. Rather, I'm going to angle it a little bit, so I still have a little bit of the base of my hand to push against the hand, but at the same time, that allows me to trap the stick with my fingers. So again, one more time, this right away to trapping. And this is the key. The way that you're going to start by working on that is you're going to ask the person to do precisely just what they were doing right now. But then you're going to say, okay, pull immediately after you feel this. Why? Because you're going to notice if you can do it or not. In this case, if you obsess too much, no, pull it back with trapping the hand, that's never going to work. Go again, never going to work. So now look at the difference. Now I introduced the hooking. So in this case, what I did is I curved the fingers so I could trap even if the person pulls. So again, one more time, is this. So yes, the person can pull, even pull you, but at least you have trapped and then you can punch right after. Same from the other side. In this case, I decide to hit on this angle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my hand, as I said before, not straight, but with a little bit of an angle, just enough for me to not only create the pressure going backwards, but also to introduce the three fingers. So again, here and this. So one more time, 1 and 2. And again, you still want to create some pressure with your stick towards the back of the person. And then that way you can minimize the chances of being hit on the head. 1 and 2, right? So again, we have one side and then we have the other side. So this is how you normally start preparing yourself to trap the hand. I hope that this is useful. Keep in mind that, again, important, the stick always goes first. Don't put your hand first. Otherwise, you're gonna take most of the power with your hand. And that is particularly challenging in this case because your chances are that you probably are going to meet, at least in the beginning, first with your hand. One more thing that I want to say is there's a chance in which you can jam it before the person continues the motion. I mean, rather than allowing the person to go all the way in trap, what you can do is jam. That's slightly different because the person hasn't generated enough power. That's still a possibility, but you still have to put your stick just in case. Same from the other side, you can jam it, but make sure that the person hasn't finished the movement yet. So again, I hope that this is useful. This is how you start trapping the hand of the other person and thus controlling the stick hand. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Push.